And now the historic second women's bout as Princess Jada Wright takes on Carli Lombardo, and it's up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our rising star from the blue corner, Carli Lombardo.
Carli Lombardo has a couple wins under her belt over Akari Wong and Sarah Mathis, both by decision, so she can go the distance. Out of Victory MMA. Her daughter Giovanna looking on, and 7-year-old daughter tells her friends at school, "Nobody messes with my mom."
Yeah, Carli Lombardo started wrestling in college. She's a pressure fighter. She wants to work the clinch. You know, she's a real tough cookie, and you know, nothing tougher than being a mother. You know what I mean, Todd?
Hey, listen, this is the one. This fight is the one that I'm looking forward to the most out of all these fights tonight. I love to see two very attractive women, very vivacious. You know, beautiful energy around both of them. But these girls, make no mistake, they came here to fight tonight. I train alongside Jada, Carli. You know, she's Italian, she's Sicilian on top of it. Jonathan, what do we got?
Carli weighed in 119.4 pounds, 5'2" tall, 27 years of age, a wrestler training out of Victory MMA. The keys to the kingdom for Carli Lombardo is to get busy early, look for that takedown, and rely on the experience advantage that she has. She has more rounds inside the cage against her than her opponent does, so she needs to rely on that experience in order to get her hand raised tonight.
No question about it. You started to touch on it, Chris. She's Italian and Irish, and she said, "It's that spicy blood that makes me cut out for this sport." Loves to be a pressure fighter, loves to work out of the clinch. We'll see if she gets that opportunity.
Listen, I tell my wife that. I say, look, not only I'm Italian, but I'm also Sicilian on top of it. So we have some sort of violence in our blood. We have a history of it, and I can't wait to see what this girl brings to the fight with all that rich history from Sicily.
If we learned anything from the Princess Bride, you don't match wits with a Sicilian. You don't match rights with a Sicilian either.
Right?
Inconceivable.
Yes.
You can see the energy she brings in there. She's very excited. She's fired up. She's relaxed. She's having a good time. And that's when you know that your game, you've prepared, and you go out there. Tonight's fight night. Have a great time.
And please welcome her opponent out of the red corner, Jada Wright.
You talked about it being tough being a mother for Carli Lombardo. Jada Wright has had a tough journey as well. Was a collegiate basketball player, ran into some issues with drugs, and you know, now is 2 years clean, has overcome that. Was supposed to, I'm glad she still has the second women's fight in UNF history. Was scheduled to do so against Jade Picasso. Still will be in the second women's fight here against Carli Lombardo. But I just love her grit and toughness.
Yeah, she fights out of highest stand MMA. You know, you see Dave Roberts in the corner there, Gokor Chavichian, the founder of Highest Stand. Those guys and gals just have a different squeeze. She weighed in 120.6 pounds, 5'2" tall, 24 years young, a striker at a Highest Stand MMA. You think about the grappling when you hear that pedigree, but this lady is a striker. She likes to put those putazos on your head.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. I train alongside of her, and when she's hitting those mitts, it sounds like bombs going off at the gym. So even though she has that highest on grappling pedigree that we train over here, when you hear those hands cracking, you don't want to be on the receiving end of those. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, you got to look at the keys to the kingdom for Jada Wright. It's all about working that jab. If she can stay behind that jab and follow up with that right, it might be a quick, easy night.
Yeah, her combos are lightning fast, too. So watch how fast she puts these combos together. And then if she starts piecing it up, shoot in, take side control, start landing some big shots.
You know, Jada Wright said that she has aspirations to be the first women's UNF champion. Carli Lombardo said she better not think about that. She better not look past me.
Good show of sportsmanship between these two young ladies. But when the bell rings, boys, it's all business.
Yeah, these girls are genuinely excited to fight one another. You can see that. You know, when I first saw the sport, I wasn't a big fan of watching women's fight, and then I saw Gina Carano. These two have that same spirit.
Let's not make them wait any longer. Here to set the stage, Rain Cruz.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is set for 3 rounds in the Rising Stars Women's Flyweight Division, and it's presented by the Schmo. Your referee in charge, Mark Reyes. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, a veteran of 7 bouts. She is a wrestler standing at 5'2", weighing in at 119.4 pounds. Representing Victory MMA and fighting out of San Diego, California, by way of Oakley, California, Carli Lombardo. And introducing her opponent out of the red corner, entering her 4th career bout. She is a striker standing at 5'2", weighing in at 120.6 pounds. Representing High Stud MMA and fighting out of Northridge, California, Jada Wright.
Great reception for both. This fight sponsored by the Schmo, a big schmoment for both Carli Lombardo and Jada Wright. This one's scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the flyweight division.
And in the immortal words of our friend the Schmo, who couldn't be here tonight, let's go.
Indeed.
3-minute rounds in this one as we start off.
Ooh,
Nice right hand.
right out of the gate. Right out of the gate with a big right hand. Oh, another one.
Oh, Florida! Jada Wright floors Lombardo with a huge right hand. Lombardo quickly back to her feet. Jockeying for position here, but Jada Wright's got her hands clenched.
Carli Lombardo's gonna have to clear the cobwebs. Referee telling her not to grab the cage. And man, what a lightning fast start. But look at the Lombardo taking the back out of the scramble. Great action by both here.
Beautiful Granby roll to get out of that position by Jada Wright. Let's see if she can reestablish herself with those hands.
I told you about the bombs that go off in that gym. I hear them every time I'm in there. And here she goes into a guillotine here. See what you can do with it. She's got to get her legs a little bit better positioned here. You can see she's working it. Trying to see if she can find a choke. These are 3-minute rounds now. She's got a little bit of time to work. But Lombardo's got a little bit of time to pop her head out and see if she can get out of this and get out of this position.
Out of there is Lombardo, both back to a vertical base. Lombardo did a good job, though, guys, of keeping her composure after getting rocked early.
She certainly did. She's
oh my
clipped
goodness.
again.
She's just firing that right hand right now, fellas.
Another 1-2 from Wright. Lombardo does a good job of bringing the fight to the clinch, lands a nice knee to the midsection, and another.
Lombardo
good idea
is
on her
tough.
part.
You know, on the Fight Family podcast, Chris and Ryan Buckner said they went to high stand. They were really impressed with the striking of Jada Wright. Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
As advertised.
Now, I told you, I was supposed to spar with her the other night, and I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to get hit with those lightning fast and heavy, heavy hands.
Succession of knees, though, and going upstairs there is Lombardo. This is turning into a hell of a scrap here, guys.
Yep, we knew it was going to be a good one, but it's even better as advertised. See that control that Jada's got around her neck, though, right there? That's going to be tough for Lombardo. And again, the judo throws that they do at highest on, that's going to be, you're going to see Jada look for that throw again. She missed it on the last one, which lost the position for her. But you can see she's very well-rounded. She's got Brian Del Rosario around her feet. David Roberts working with her. One of the best coaches in the game.
Nice
Look out here.
Right landing the body kick. You see Carli Lombardo keeping her hands really low here.
Yeah, she's hurt. When you see that smile on the face, it usually means I'm hurt. You try and shake it off as if it doesn't, but it does. She tries to spin.
A little sloppy on that entrance there for Lombardo.
But Jada just eats it right up. back into control and position right here.
Final seconds of the round now. A frenetic pace set initially by Jada Wright. Although Lombardo showing her toughness. 3 great minutes of action. How do you guys see it after one?
So far, fight of the night as far as I'm concerned. These two young ladies definitely bringing the heat. You know, I have Jada Wright in control with the striking, 1 round to none. 10-9, Jada Wright on my scorecard.
Yeah, she's got damage on her side. As you watch this right hand and another right hand, she's just firing that. Oh, and then drops it with a big one right there, Jonathan.
See both fighters jockeying for position here. Failed judo throw there. I'm sure Uncle Gene LaBelle is looking down a little bit of a wry smile.
Yeah,
on
that's judo Gene right there, giving us a throwback. When I tell people sometimes these people that are no longer with us, their combinations, their wrestling, their jiu-jitsu, their judo lives within us as fighters forever. And that's what we just witnessed right there.
It lives right here, baby, right on my lapel.
There it is, the cauliflower ear.
Immortalized. Jada Wright running into David Roberts there on her way off the stool. Man, incredible pace set by these two in round one. We'll see what round 2 offers. Hopefully more fireworks. Extremely entertaining stuff.
Another short right hand.
Wright gets the best of it as Lombardo shoots. Beautiful spin.
Oh, look at this top position right here from Jada. And now she's just mauling her from the back.
Look
too.
out here.
Got that. That might be deep.
Looking to cinch it.
That's it. Very tight right there. She's got to get her legs in there, see if she can get a maybe hook to finish.
Lombardo trying to turn the chin into it though, guys. Trying to hang on again, showing just how tough she is.
She's trying. Right now, I think Jada's comfortable not having to sink that hook in. There she controls and put a big knee off the break.
Good job by Lombardo to get back to
look at
her
that
feet.
counter right hand off the leg kick.
Both of Lombardo's wins were by decision. She can go the distance, showing what she's made of. Granite chin, spinning to enter again, closing the gap.
Lombardo is game. She is not giving up. She's spinning. She's shooting everything she's got right now to try and stay in this fight. She's been dropped a couple of times already with some big right hands, and she's still fighting and still blazing.
Throwing all you can eat knees up against the cage here is Carli Lombardo.
Looked like that last one kind of affected Wright a little bit. She brought her hand down to block.
Yep, it hurt her a little bit, but you know, she's really, really tough. Neither one of these girls are giving an inch right here.
Just under 1 minute 30 seconds to go in the second round. Lombardo doing a good job of controlling the real estate here as she has Jada Wright pinned up against the bucked up energy corner here.
Well, this fight has squarely been in the phone booth since the beginning. Tight quarters between these two, and what great action it's been.
Yeah, that's the problem when you don't finish one of those submissions. You can tend to gas yourself out a little bit, and I think Jada's arms are a little heavy right here, so she's buying herself a little bit of time, probably ride out the rest of this round, and then look to drop her again in the third.
I was going to say, Jonathan, do you think as this thing goes into deep water that perhaps Lombardo looks to be the fresher of the two at the moment?
You know, she's got a more her game plan seems to be more designed to go the distance. Jada Wright came out with those big hands and she was trying to finish the fight early. Let's see, maybe that's going to weigh into her gas tank here. Let's see.
Big knees back and forth, just trading knees like they're on Wall Street. And referee going to separate them here. Action resumes.
Let's see what we got here. Here we go. These
two are leaving it all in the cage, gentlemen. Another
beautiful
takedown.
level change
Nice.
by Lombardo. She feigned high and then went low. Great job.
That's how you do it, Jonathan. We talked about that before. You can't just shoot. You got to put the hands in the face and then shoot.
Need the body.
Looking to get that hip in there. Maybe a last-second takedown. Does not get it. And despite the early onslaught, do you guys think that Lombardo, with the cage control from the middle to the end of the round, might have done enough to take that one?
I think Jada Wright may have left her wallet on the table and Carli Lombardo's walking home with it after that round. But we still have 3 minutes left to go in this fight. Whoever establishes himself in this round, as you see them going back and forth. Beautiful shot there by Lombardo. Unable to get position as Wright spins out.
Yeah, but you can see Wright scramble there to take her back on that. You know, you can see the high-level grappling right there. Both girls are really good at this, and neither one of them have any quit. Here we are up against the cage, and Lombardo putting pressure on her, trying to gas her out after trying to finish that choke when she didn't get it. And that's that level change we talk about there.
Gotta wonder if that deep single was enough, a difference maker there, but that round could have absolutely gone either way.
Yep, we could be 1-1 here, guys.
All right, women, it's time for the make some noise for the third and final round.
Well, it's the third round. We got a big game tomorrow. It's in essence the fourth quarter. Who's gonna dig down deep? Who's got that little something extra? These two with a lot of pride on the line.
Jada's being really smart here, taking a little bit of distance, kind of calculate her moves. Oh,
Again,
and she stuffs a shot.
Beautiful sprawl.
She's got the neck again. She's got the neck. See if she can get that position. She's got to get one of those hooks in this time to finish.
Once again.
Yep. It's pretty deep, but if she can get she finishes!
Jada Wright! Tremendous third round victory!
And that was lightning fast. The way she threw up that submission, guys. Like an absolute boa constrictor in the Amazon, out of nowhere had her wrapped up. Emphatically so, it puts an end to an incredibly entertaining and hard-fought contest.
I got to be honest with you there, Todd. I was looking forward to this fight more than I'm looking forward to watching Patrick Mahomes tomorrow, because these girls are going to come out blazing, which they did. She landed big right hands early on. Almost finished her in the second round with a choke, but seemed to gas herself out. Lombardo kept herself in the fight the entire time, and then in the last round, she took it to her in the scramble, took her back, and choked her out.
That was just a fantastic fight. You know, in the pre-fight interview, like everybody was talking about Jada Wright striking, but she said on that Fight Family podcast, wait, she said it, you know, almost in a whisper, wait till you see my wrestling. And here we see it, incredibly done.
Yep, see this? She's got to try to get her leg position a little bit better, but she had the choke so deep that she didn't need the legs in it.
Here we get another look at it. Just, man, incredibly, just so fluid the way she put that on.
See that little little hook that she had? It's like a little mini hook. That was enough to secure it for her. And here we go, and there's the finish.
And made Lombardo carry all that extra body weight on top of her too. Made things very, very uncomfortable.
See, there it is. Just that little spot right there was enough to secure that. And there you see that elite level grappling, elite level striking, elite level transition. Beautiful fight from Jada Wright.
Jada Wright will even up her record to the 500 mark. Second win, first finish. Previous win, unanimous decision. Now gets the submission finish. Incredibly done. And another feather in the cap at Highest End MMA.
Yeah, you see David Roberts and Brian Del Rosario in her corner. Two very elite fighters. I was fortunate enough to make my pro debut on the same card with both of those guys. This is just a legacy that these guys leave behind. With Jada, who's the up-and-coming girl out of Highest On. Can't wait to see where her career goes, Todd.
All right, we'll head back to the cage, make it all official. What a fight.
Before I announce the winner of this bout, this is the third ever women's bout of Up Next Fighting. Please give it up and show a big round of applause for these fighters right here, for these women. And now, ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Reyes has called a stop to this bout at 31 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner by submission due to tap out by rear naked choke out of the red corner, Jada Wright.
Jada Wright says she appreciates the journey. This was a huge step in her journey here at UNF 22.
Well, it really was, Todd. To take on a girl like Carli Lombardo, who's had a lot of fights, you know, looks very good in there. She has a great game herself, and Jada looked like she was a little tired out, but persevered through all that and came out with an impressive victory.
Jonathan standing by.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get to your winner here, one more time for these two tremendous young ladies. They left it all inside the Up Next cage. Give them a hand one more time. All right, Jada, tonight the night belongs to you. To the victor goes the spoils. You fight out of a storied camp. What does it mean to you to bring this victory home to the Gokor Chavichin, to highest stand MMA? Huge win for you. What's going through your mind?
I just want to thank everybody that came out to support me tonight. I told y'all I was going to put on a show for you. I hope that y'all enjoyed.
Now, your opponent, she came out a little hesitant in the first round, but she gave you all sorts of trouble in the second. Real tough lady. Did she give you everything you expected?
She gave me everything and so much more. I couldn't ask for a better opponent. She's a seasoned fighter. I'm hopefully going to go pro soon, so this is exactly what I needed. Much respect to this girl. She's a fucking dog, bro. She's a dog. Strongest person I've ever fought. She keeps going. She pushed the pace. She gave me exactly what I needed. It was an amazing fight. It could have gone either ways, but I'm thankful that my camp pulled through. You know, my wrestling coach, Fedja Chobanyan, has been training me in wrestling for the last 5 months. I took a break, and he told me it was going to pay off tonight, and I put my faith in him and in God, and you know, I do everything for him. He lives through me every day. He gives me the strength that I need to carry on and do what I need to do for my family, myself, and my team. So that's it.
Now, I got to ask you this. You see it all over the place. What's up next for Jada Wright?
Where's Ryan? Where's Ryan? Where's Ryan? Where's he at? Ryan, you come here. You want to tell them what's up next for me? Title shot. How does that sound?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you want to see this young lady fight for the Up Next fighting title? One more time for your winner, Jada Wright.
Incredible, gutsy victory there by Jada Wright, and Carli Lombardo made her earn it.
She really did, you know, and you see that she had actually appreciated that she made her earn that. Because that was not an easy fight. I think at one point we looked at each other like, wow, she might be done. She might be tired trying to finish that choke. And then all of a sudden Lombardo started putting it to her and started to take position and everything else. But you know what? She never gave up. She found it within her. She dug deep. And that's why she's thanking her for doing that, or giving her the opportunity to find something in herself to win that fight.
Yeah, she definitely fought through some adversity there, and she came out on top. Tremendous, tremendous victory for this young lady.
Has fought through adversity in life and in the cage, and a huge victory there. Had enough in the gas tank to so rapidly put on that rear naked choke, and seemingly out of nowhere, what a great submission victory there by Jada Wright.